I'm just really full. You know, I had a lot. Even though my objective is to clean a bunch of plates and then take a
Goon with the spoon. What kind of crap? Creamy ice. Okay, listen. Is Goon with the spoon actually real ice cream? If that's real ice cream, I swear that's a real thing. Chicken and waffle. Oh, hell no. What the fuck? What's up, guys? The Antio here, and you're probably wondering, where did my twists go? I actually got them taken down. My hair looks like it's lower than it used to be, but it's actually not. This is actually a temporary hairstyle. This is actually a hairstyle I had back in 2023, but I'm going for a new style. So this is just temporary, but that's besides the point. We're going not worry about that right now. Thanksgiving in a nutshell. Now, I didn't really get to do Thanksgiving this time around, but I will tell you, I feel like the worst part about Thanksgiving is trying to get all the food ready. I feel like that's the hardest part because you got to get everything done probably the day before or in the day of, and the turkey's in the oven for a long time, and you got to get the ham in there. Like, it's just a lot going on. That's the only thing I know in a nutshell. I don't know what else that happens on Thanksgiving, so let's see what actually happens. Like, comment, sub, join the Discord, follow the IG, and let's get right into it.
Thanksgiving. After a long ass year, you and your family, which sometimes people in the family can be crazy, will get together and share some of the most delectable food I have ever eaten in my entire life. I mean, some dishes are not good, but for the most part, they're heaters. Now, although there's some food I may not like, conversations that happen on Thanksgiving that I may not like, I'm still very thankful that we can all come together and share this meal. Now, in recent years, my family has been the one hosting Thanksgiving. Now, my parents get up really early in the morning and start cooking, like 5 in the morning. Now, when I woke up, I smelled the food, bro. I smelled the turkey in the oven, the stuffing. I smelled it all. So I got up bright and early, which is a rarity for me because I normally
see, that's the thing. We'd always cook a lot of food, so we do it like a day before, and then by the next day, all that food's ready. And if we gotta like do a little touch up on something, we'll, you know, put a little dressing on something, or, you know, put it back in the oven for a little bit. No, we used to, man, we used to throw down. Hey, you, like, comment, subscribe, follow the IG, join the Discord. Do it now, please. Love you.
Sleep till like 10 in the morning. So my parents were surprised to see me up, so they asked me to help them prep. And of course, if you've ever helped prep a Thanksgiving, you already know how much shit needs to get done. Everybody's coming over at like 12 in the afternoon, and you gotta prepare like 5 different dishes in the oven. So we gotta make this thing happen somehow. We all gotta come together and figure out how the hell we're gonna prepare Thanksgiving in 5 hours. And for the most part on Thanksgiving, you end up seeing some extended relative you have not seen since you were like 5 years old. Well, at least for me, the years my family didn't host Thanksgiving. But you get the point though. Everything has to be in order. You have to prep to feed a whole village in like 5 hours, so it is very hard to host. And when I get ready for Thanksgiving, I put on my toughest fit, bro. I gotta make sure I look presentable for the family. And of course, I hit the shower. I don't want to smell like ass. And when I hit the showers, I gotta use Cheeky, the soap brand founded by Critical and the very first
AW promo, but I ain't got time for that shit.
So I hop out the shower, smelling fresh, and get ready for the hours of small talk I'm gonna have to put up with. Now, small talk isn't really the worst thing in the world. It's just very awkward at times. But obviously, it's something you need to know how to do. It's something you gotta be able to do to navigate conversations. Obviously, in the moment, you're gonna dread it, but after it's over,
I'm not a big fan of small talk. Like, I get that's what you have to do when you first like meet somebody, but like, yeah, I'm like, at some point, can we just get to the deep talks? Like, can we talk about how, I don't know, the economical state of the world? I'm leaving my dude Jay alone. Like, I'm just not really a fan of small talk. I get it, but I'm a big fan of like deep conversations, like meaningful conversations, stuff like that.
You'll feel better. But yeah, these relatives that you're talking with are like decades older than you. So obviously sometimes it may be harder for you to relate to them. I find talking to my cousins the easiest. And on the other hand, when you're talking to your Uncle Billy that's like 30 years older than you, I really don't even know what to say sometimes. I don't know. They'll ask you about school. They'll ask you about work, whatever the case is. But after that, I don't really know where to go with the conversation. So, now, weather's been crazy lately. And of course, there's definitely some topics that I do not want to talk to my Uncle Billy about. So I definitely prefer the awkward small talk over those crazy ass topics I don't want to get into. But sometimes we talk about sports, you know, we got that in common. We'll throw on some of the football games and you'll hear some F-bombs get thrown around because your Uncle Billy decide to throw in some parlays, even if they're stupid as
I'm not really a big fan of like, I love sports, but I don't really be watching it. Like my top 3 sports, my third is like probably basketball. My second place is probably soccer. And my first place is tennis because I actually own tennis rackets.
Fuck, sometimes they'll still place the bet like, yeah, the Titans are gonna win a game. They're not even playing on Thanksgiving, but you get the point. So for the most part, that's usually what I spend my Thanksgiving doing. You know, after the awkward small talk, we throw on some football. We just watch the games and wait for some food. There's only so much awkward small talk that I can do. Now, I don't know if any of you actually like threw the football around on Thanksgiving, but that is something that I used to do every single year. I would just run around in the yard. My uncles would just throw me crazy passes. Like they were were just straight dimes. It was like Joe Montana in his prime. It was crazy. But in 2025, they're retired. They're not throwing any more passes. So after about an hour of sitting down, watching the games, whatever, the food was finally ready. And when I see that food lined up, I know it's time to clean some plates. You know, normally I don't really eat a lot, but on Thanksgiving, I'm getting thirds, bro. I feel like 2021 Nick Avocado.
I can't even get seconds. My diet has changed so much after like being vegetarian a long time ago to like I can't even really eat much. Like I'll probably get like a little bit of turkey with some dressing, a little bit of ham because I love ham more than turkey. I might get a biscuit, a little bit of mac and cheese, and some stuffing because that's the best thing I like is stuffing. Like top 3 foods for Thanksgiving is like stuffing, ham, and mac and cheese. Overall, that's my 3.
I got a whole mukbang in front of me. Some of you might not even have turkey. Some of you might make a ham or something, or you're like, nah, fuck that. We're ordering a pizza to the door. I mean, most people have turkey, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The whole point is you're getting together with your family and you're eating. That's it. And of course, when we sit down at the table, before we even start eating, everybody has to share what they're thankful for. And we go around the table. Some people share like a whole heartfelt speech. Other people are like, yeah, so I'm thankful for food, and I'm thankful for my family. And yeah, I do the same shit. I'm not even gonna lie. That is me. I'm not really
I don't even know if we do that anymore. I mean, we used to, but that's kind and all, but can we like hurry this up? I mean, I'm hungry and this is longer than a regular prayer. Like what?
Type to jump on top of the table and start singing a Thanksgiving musical. So eventually, when it gets to me, I'll just say like, yeah, I'm thankful for my family, my friends, my YouTube channel, that I can live comfortably. I don't know, whatever comes into my mind. And usually when people are yapping on and on, I'm like, dude, I just want to eat this food already. I didn't eat breakfast. I saved a ton of room so I could eat all this food.
I'm saying when Thanksgiving comes, you don't have to eat breakfast. You just wait until Thanksgiving dinner or lunch, whenever you eat it.
And when everybody is together at the table, they've had a little bit to drink. Some people more than others. The conversations can get a little heated. There's a lot of people that say there's a lot of heated political discussion on Thanksgiving. How it goes is somebody will usually break the silence by asking a loaded question. And I'm just like, all right, bro, Tato, I'm not fucking answering that shit. Okay, usually on Thanksgiving, this doesn't really happen often in my family. But on the off chance, sometimes it does. But I'm really glad that nobody in my family is super political. Otherwise, I'd have to go in the bathroom and chew clock for like 10 minutes. I'll probably just sit there, check the Clash of Clans base, laugh at some stupid ass memes, and then walk out of the bathroom. And in some cases...
Yeah, if that was the case, I don't know if I would be able to talk to them as much. I don't even get into politics. I know about politics. I just don't get into it. But if I did, I might get canceled a long time ago. I'm not doing it. I'm not going there.
It could just be the fact that the discussion gets heated and an argument breaks out for whatever reason. Because people that...
And I hate arguments.
Have beef with each other, get invited to the function, and then shit just gets heated really fast. And sometimes I don't even really know what they're beefing about. For some of you, family drama may be like clockwork, bro. It's taking place every single year. But I think for the most part, people in my family are aware who has beef with this person and that person, so they usually don't put them in the same room. The conversation at the table usually flows really nicely, and we're just laughing at some stupid shit that happened or whatever. And then after eating, bro, I feel full as fuck. The turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, it was all crazy. Now, usually there's like one family member that wants me to try their dish. They're like, yo, you gotta try this dish. I already had like a couple plates of food at this point, so I
never really had that, but my grandma, sometimes she'd make like a good dessert. Like the grandparents used to always bring over some pies and cakes, and I ain't gonna lie, they threw down, they killed it every year.
Go up, get a third plate, and I put the food that they wanted me to try on it. In some cases, I don't like it, and I feel so terrible. I don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, your food's garbage. Okay, I'm not gonna say that, obviously, but you get the point. Usually it's some crazy dish I've never heard of, and it's just not for me. I see why other people like it, you know, they're a great cook, but I'll just sit there and I'll be like, yeah, this is really good. Or if I know I won't like it, I'm like, you know, I'm just really full. You know, I had a lot. Even though my objective is to clean a bunch of plates and then take a
Goon with the spoon. What kind of crap? Creamy ice. Okay, listen. Is Goon with the spoon actually real ice cream? If that's real ice cream, I swear that's a real thing. Chicken and waffle. Oh, hell no. What the fuck?
Badass nap afterward. So after everybody's done eating, the dust has settled. Some of us are asleep on the couch. And one of those people is me. I don't know what it is about that Thanksgiving food, but it will just knock you right out, bro. You're out cold for like an hour. Now, usually the Cowboys game's on. Doesn't matter how much they yell at the TV because Dak Prescott threw his second pick of the night. I'm just knocked out cold. All that yelling isn't even gonna wake me up. But usually what will happen is my mom will come into the living room and she'll
Now, the thing is, it'd be too loud downstairs. I eat my dinner in my room. There may be times where I may eat downstairs, like I'm standing up, but it just be too loud. I'm like, yo, I need my peace. Y'all too loud. If I sleep, I'm sleeping on my bed. I'm not sleeping on no couch, none of that crap.
physically tap me on the shoulder like, yo, Birdie, wake up. We're having dessert. And I was just all
I wish I had
delirious
that.
and discombobulated. So I get up and I eat more despite ingesting probably over 2,000 calories earlier. And the desserts are even crazier than the dinner, bro. We got the ice cream. We got the apple pies, pumpkin pies. And that's why I'm like, dude, I cannot say no to this shit, bro. I don't care if I ate 2,000 calories earlier. It just smells too good. And after like 5 minutes, the dessert is gone, bro. Everybody went for it. There's like maybe, I don't know, like one slice of pie left. And in order to get any ice cream, you gotta
That's
fucking
mine.
lick the bottom of the container. Everybody's getting full plates of dessert, bro. It's just too good. Some people are eating more dessert than the actual main course. And then I just finished watching the game, and hopefully this year the Cowboys actually win the game. I'm sorry, bro. I do not want the Chiefs to win. I'm praying on their downfall. It's around 8 p.m. Everybody packs up, gets ready to go. We are left with a mess to clean. And we just all
Now, you forgot to mention one thing. You forgot to mention that they need a to-go plate before they leave. Because after Thanksgiving, it's at the to-go plate. And then the next day, then wallets are spent. Because you know Black Friday. I'll stop.
all collectively decide that we're done. We're tapped out for the day. Most of the cleaning gets done the next day, bro. I'm just too fucking tired to do it. But overall, though, great holiday. One of my favorites. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you
Moral of the story, Thanksgiving is pretty much where you find out when someone is the sin of gluttony. And that tends to be all of us. Used to be me, but kind of toned down on that crap. But that was Thanksgiving in a nutshell. In the comments, let me know if y'all have ever had a crazy Thanksgiving. Anything bad happened? Anything crazy happened? I want to know, so let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord, aka the Heroes Association, and follow the IG link in the description. I mean, this is kind of like throwback, but I might get it turned into something else. I'm trying to get like a bunch of curls, you know? I don't know. Keep it chill. I love y'all. Until next time, peace out.